I plan to break up with my fiance after he said he won't take care of me and our 3-month-old son while admitted at the hospital. Our son is 3 months old and currently admitted for pneumonia. It started after we stayed with my parents last week, something I only did because I was beyond exhausted. I've been exclusively breastfeeding, staying at my fiance's family home since giving birth, and without much help lately. His mom usually steps in, but she's been out of town. The rest of his family contributes here and there, but nothing consistent. My fiance works full-time, and on weekdays I handle everything. I reached a breaking point and asked my parents if we could stay over so I could get some rest. They're very hands-on. When I wasn't feeding, they took the baby so I could nap, eat, shower, but during that visit, one of them caught the flu. Despite our best efforts, our baby got sick. We ended up in the hospital with a pediatrician saying he needed IV antibiotics right away. My fiance didn't want him admitted. He wanted to bring him home and do oral meds, but I pushed because the pediatrician was clear. It had to be IV. Once admitted, things got worse. The nurses tried multiple times to insert the line. Our son was screaming. It was awful. I saw my fiance cry while holding him. He was overwhelmed, but then he turned it on me, saying this was my fault for going to my parents' place and agreeing to the admission. He started acting like every medical decision was mine alone, as if he hadn't been involved in any of it. I didn't respond. I just focused on our son. The pediatrician said we might need to bring the baby home with the IV still in and continue the antibiotics ourselves. The thought of handling that alone scared me. I asked my fiance to take time off work. He has plenty of leave and 5 mandatory days he needs to use anyway. I extended my own maternity leave, unpaid, to stay in the hospital. He said no, said it wasn't his responsibility, and if I needed help, I should call my parents since they caused this. He said he'd go to work and come back when he could. That same night, I was holding our son and asked him to pass me the water bottle. He looked annoyed, but did it. I asked him to raise the bed a little so our son could breathe easier. Again, he did it, but with attitude like it was a huge inconvenience. I stopped asking for anything after that. He's here physically, but that's it. He said he won't be staying tomorrow. He left earlier to take a walk and didn't come back for 2 hours. I texted asking if he was okay, and he didn't answer. When he returned, he just scrolled on his phone and barely looked at us. I haven't told my parents what's happening. I'm trying to keep the focus on the baby and not start more drama, but I'm at a breaking point. I look at this man and see someone who disappears when things get hard, who blames me for things outside of anyone's control, who won't step up, even in the worst case scenario. This morning, a nurse came in to check our baby's vitals. She asked how long we'd been up and if I'd eaten. I hadn't. I asked my fiance if he could get something from the hospital cafe, and he said he had to take a call. I waited 30 minutes. When I asked again, he said he had to leave soon for work anyway and didn't have time. So I handed him the baby and walked to the cafe myself. I took my time, got a sandwich and coffee, called my best friend and told her everything. When I got back, the baby was crying and my fiance was visibly annoyed. He handed him back and said he didn't get to finish his call. Then he left. I packed our go bag just in case the doctor clears us for discharge early. I texted my aunt to see if I could stay at her place for a bit, and she said yes. She lives close to the hospital. If we're discharged before the weekend, I'm going straight there with the baby. No announcement, no discussion. I've already booked a rideshare account in her name so he can't cancel it. My fiance won't even notice I'm gone until he comes back and sees the crib empty. He'll probably message me asking where we went. I'll respond once, with the pediatrician's instructions and a list of items I took. Then I'm turning my phone off for the weekend. I need to focus on my son, and I'm done waiting for this man to act like a father.